Welcome back to another Theme Park Tycoon 2 video, and today's video is have a new update that involved with the new tilt tracks, the new weather, and the new scenery and the stalls. So this update brings the new tilt tracks, as you can see in the background here. We got the brand new tilt tracks. They look really cool. They're really interesting, and you get like a lot of cool coasters with these. Um, the kind of tilt tracks are pretty expensive, I would say. Um, as in order to get them, you need to get all of these, I assume, because like I kind of played this. I kind of got all of these before the leveling up system, but you need to get all of these, I assume, in order to get the tilt tracks, which are right here. Um, they are really cool. Like I just said, they're really cool. You can make a lot of cool with them, but the only thing that they are really expensive. Well, I would say really expensive because mine's this one. This is the short to tech for the basic editor, not even the advanced editor. There is for the basic editor, short, medium, and long, and for advanced one, you may have as much as long as you can get. I assume. I don't know how long you can actually get, but I'm sure you can make it pretty long. But then it comes with the cost. I think this one costed like 39,000 bucks. Some of them, I know my last one, it cost like 41,000. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but then once you look at your money, then you're like, oh damn, that is kind of a lot. And as you can see here, this support is not custom made. This is actually the theme park Tycoon 2 supports. As you can see here, here's like the basically the new ones, including the older ones. They're really interesting, really cool, and I like how they made them. I like how they didn't just add a line, like how they do for half of the supports. I swear, Team Park Tycoon needs to update their supports. But it looks really cool. You can make a lot of cool clothes with these, especially Silence Curse. Please somebody make Silence Curse. That would be really cool. Anyways, moving on. Sorry if you hear my dog in the background. She's a pretty loud barker sometimes. But moving on to the new weather system, which is actually really interesting how they actually made it. Um, over here, to time of day, whether you got all the time of day before, this was something that I added before the update, but down here we have the new weather, which you can get dynamic, which is obviously like the random weather you can get. It seems like it's so mostly cloudy, I guess. Um, then we got clear, which is like the basic one, the one with less clouds. Obviously, it's a cool little animation. Honestly, those clouds are still there because of the skybox, I assume. But there's really just no clouds. You get some really nice scenery like this one. Oh my god, looks so nice and beautiful. Moving on, we got partially cloudy. For this time, you get some clouds in the sky. We're gonna see, also say, the more clouds you add, like the darker the aesthetic will be. It's really cool, as you can see here. If I probably do mostly cloudy, you can probably see it getting a little more darker. Yeah, you can see there's like the nice like blue tint kind of, like the nice tint, as you can see compared to the clear. You can see it really well overcast. I can see it gets a little more foggy kind of. Looks really cool and get some nice awesome scenery shots. If I have free cam, it would be a lot better, but it's really cool. Moving on, we got the rain actually. Instead of them just adding a bunch of clouds, they actually took a step for an added rain, which is also really cool because it's not just like the average rain. As you see some games, it's not the rain that like overlays on your screen or anything. It's actually like pretty realistic rain. Um, you can see a lot more modern rain because what the rain basically does is that they took a step further and actually added puddles wherever the rain's going. And you can see here all these white spots, as you can see, are all the puddles. They even reflect off the sun. They're really cool. They appeared on the paths, the concrete, the paths, the grass, or any other texture that's related to the terrain. They even appear on primitives, as you can see right here. Really interesting. Heavy rain is where you can see it the most. Uh, the rain is obviously more frequent and you will get more puddles. The puddles are even have darker spots from where they've been hit multiple times, I assume. Obviously, you can see here, here's the light rain, and then like the moderate rain, I assume, and then the darker rain, as you can see. There's a lot more puddles up here. They don't appear on the coaster yet, I assume. I assume they're probably gonna do that. I mean, maybe they'll do that. That will take actually some time to do that, because it will be kind of tricky to actually do that. So if they don't really do that, that's fine. It still looks really good. Also, I got all these rings, all these puddles on the map and everything. It looks really cool. Um, Moving on, we got the thunderstorms, which I don't know if I'm gonna be able to see it, but basically they mostly appear at the edges of the map, like that one, as you just saw right there. That was a really cool one. Um, your closest will not, your closest will still work in the rain. Don't worry. Obviously, you know, in real life, your closest stop working in the rain because obviously maintenance and everything. But in the game, you can do that if you want. But they're still fine in the end. They haven't really added anything like realistic physics or anything. But it's really cool. So it brings up the way a notch. Um, but yeah, that is all of the weather that they added in this update. It is really cool. They basically just took it a step further. Um, but yeah, I mean, like I said multiple times, this rain is pretty cool. I mean, they even appear on the dirt, as you can see over there. Yeah. There also is slope puddles, as you can see down there. Um, I mean, I will go down there, but it's really just. But basically, all these slopes and everything is that you will see like the kind of the puddles going down. It's not nothing too much anything, but it's also still really cool. I don't know if they actually appear on trees yet. I don't think they appear, but I'll be able to that next update or something. Um, they only appear on what I know. They only appear on the grass, well, on the terrain. They appear on paths, and they also appear on primitives, which is pretty cool. But anyways, moving on to a bunch of new stuff. We got a bunch of new stalls. Well, actually, we got one new stall, which was the umbrella stall for 2,500. You're gonna get an umbrella stall, which is actually pretty cool. I do like the way they made the the outside and everything, all the detail. You can customize it how much you want. Also set the umbrella styles. You got the appearance. Color one will be the color your umbrella is. I can see I made it red. You can make it pink. You can make it blue. You can make it green. You can make it any color over here. Even we can do this, but I don't have the Game Pass. That's pretty sad. Um, okay, well I don't want the Game Pass. Color two is just this sort of a stripe. Really cool and interesting. Color 3 is the bamboo color, so, and also I guess it is, I don't know, it is just the bamboo color. Looks really cool. And then the support colors are, which I actually don't know what they are. I don't really see them. But yeah, that's Jim Style. From what I know, whenever it rains, the guests will come and buy an umbrella. Not every guest will do it because also, from what I saw in videos, I will probably send you a bunch of pictures of the guests in the umbrellas. Is that they don't always use the umbrellas, from what I know. Sometimes they just buy it and they hold it. Sometimes they use it. It doesn't really affect them or anything. Luckily, you will still get guests in your park, but it is still a pretty cool thing. And the park has a little more detail, a little more realistic vibes going on. Also, you can see all these bunch of puddles on the ground. Uh, but yeah, that's all. That's the new stall. You can get it by leveling it up to I don't know what level, but you can get it over here under the hot drink stall. All these bunches of stalls. It's the fourth stall you can get. And all these saws, I assume this is how leveling system works. I do not really know how it works. Like, I don't know if you have to get all of these before you can get, like, ones on the bottom. But yeah, it's still pretty cool. Moving on to the last thing I assume they added. I don't know what else they added. But moving on, if we go through all of this, which is very long, they need like add a scroll bar or something on the bottom to quickly move. But moving on, we got the brand new bamboo. Yes, boy, we got the bamboo. It's like we have the new cactus. I'll place all these down real quick for you guys. Here is all the new cactuses they added in this update, and even the old one. It is really interesting to see how much they added. They didn't just remodel the old one; they added like a whole entire new family of these, bro. It's crazy. So moving on, we got the honestly the basic cactus like this one, but they just remodeled it. Here's a small version, big version, large version. See, it really like detailed. They had all it did. Probably in the video added all these spikes. They even added more of the roots or whatever you call them. I'm not really huge into the cactus or anything. But it's also really cool. They added so much detail to these cactuses. You don't get damaged by them, so don't worry. I mean, I don't know why that'll be a thing, but moving on. Oh, that's like cool. Moving on, we got the small kind of like baby cactuses, but they're like bright green. We got small, medium, large. Well, I would say small. I would say small, medium, and long. But we got this new cactuses apart from all the other cactuses. It's also really cool. I mean, it's just like that one, but like has less spikes and is bright more green. Then also they get longer with an interesting design, and then even more longer. Looks really cool. You can see all the detail in the spikes or anything. I mean, they're not okay. Well, you can see all of the spike details, anything. They all look really cool. Moving on, we got the pancake looking cactuses. I don't know what they call, but they look like pancakes and strawberries. We got this one. There's no spikes on these. I don't know if there's any spikes, but I don't think so. We got this one. This doesn't look like the ones they can eat, you know. We got the hungry caterpillar looking one. It looks interesting. And then we got the pre-made plant follow up ones, I would say. And then we got more plant follow up ones. Really cool looking. More on, we got the pineapple ones, the ball ones. We got the small, medium, large, I would say. They look really cool. You can see all them little details. They actually added all the fur looking details and like the kind of sort of pattern on the cuts. Looks really cool. You know, all the little spikes and the ones that curl up. The new one looks cooler. That has the darker green bottom. This looks more longer, and then this one looks like a more pineapple looking one. We all got the new like plant lily ones, or whatever you call them. Small one, they look really cool. These are only the fan favorite ones, or the favorite ones that people say. I know, actually, no one really said that, but I see a lot of people like these cactuses, so you know what? I'm glad they added these. They look really cool. They look like the ones you can eat also. I mean, I think you can eat all of them, but I don't know. Look really cool. They're just like the pancake looking ones. I mean, it's just like a flower. Looks also really cool, but this is all the type of plants. Sorry if I didn't go into them. I mean, they all really just look like. I mean, there's really just like one, two, three, four, five new cactuses, but they all get longer or something or bigger. That look really cool though. I mean, yeah, I'm talking the family cactuses. They didn't just remodel them. They just added a whole entire new colony of them. Looks really cool. You can use them, especially during your like your Western builds. I would personally use them, but I mean, I don't really have anything Western besides there. But I mean, that's not really Western. But they look really cool. I would definitely have to use these in my park. I also use these and even the smaller ones in my park. They look all really cool personally. And yeah, that's all the new scene right from the edit. I don't know if they had anything else. I would have to check. Okay, there's one that I did forget. I think I did forget it, but they actually did add a new ride, a new intense ride, which is gyro, which I don't have because I'm almost to my next level. But they added a new gyro ride. It looks really cool. It's basically I don't have it right now, so I can't really show you it. But it's basically just lobster as like Great America, but mixed with jumper and I would think it's called Twister. Yes, and Twister. It just spins you around and like this sort of like 3-sector thing. It spins you around, and then I think it even goes up and down. I think it actually goes up, and then you start getting like spin sideways and everything. It looks really cool. If you don't know, I'll display an image on what it probably looks like maybe in a video if I have it. But yeah, that's the new gyro ride. They add anything else. Those are the 3 new leveling up things, and that is basically everything that's up to you, I think. If there's something else I missed, then I will definitely have to show you. But yeah, that's really all of it. So I'll see you guys next video, and goodbye. And also, for people who saw my first video, yeah, so summit point, which I would now call it probably a C point, or I don't know what I'm gonna call it now, has been heavily updated. As you can see, all of the rides are destroyed. This is basically summit point. I definitely remodeled it. It is a lot different from people who watched the first video. Yeah, so this is basically the new ride and everything. That looks really cool. But yeah, I'll see you guys next video. Goodbye. And who knows what's it gonna be? Maybe that's your thing. I don't know. Goodbye, everyone.